this video is for Gavin Newsom. I just want to tell you what happens when I get to work. I have to clean up the poop and the pee off of my doorstep. I have to clean up the syringes. I have to politely ask the people who I care for these people that are homeless, to move their tents. You want to make it comfortable for everybody except for the people that work hard and have tried their hardest to get along in life, and now we have to change that because of your laws. What are you going to do for us?
Well, yeah, good question. That was the California Sacramento salon owner. She had to move her business because the homeless were right outside her front door. Larry Elder's with us, Salem Radio talk show host. Larry, here's what to me is what gets me. I think that the left regards homeless people as victims. You can't touch victims. Is that the nature of the problem here?
I think that's a big component to the problem. Look, there was a piece in the Wall Street Journal the other day that said even during the Great Depression, when homelessness was, when unemployment was 25%, you did not find people pooping and urinating in the streets. This is a sort of a perfect storm of a number of things: mental illness, drug abuse, family breakdown, and the unwillingness to build sufficient shelter. And even if you did, are you going to force people to get up and go into those shelters? There's a local supervisor who's proposing a big bill to build all this housing. We have around 65,000 homeless people living in LA, here in LA County, Stuart, and he wants to build housing for all of them. And he was asked, okay, after the housing is built, do you force them to get up and leave? He said they'll be invited. He said, do you force them to get up and leave? Well, the shelter will be so nice, they'll want to go. But what if they don't? And he wouldn't answer. So this is a question we have to ask ourselves. Is it okay, is it acceptable for you to sleep on the streets? And when there's sufficient shelter, shall you be forced to go into that shelter? That's the question that we have to ask and answer. And until that's asked and answered, we're going to have this problem.
There is absolutely no solution at hand, is there? None. There is none.
No, there isn't. Not when there is insufficient shelter. What do? Pick them up, put them in jail? There's not space in jail. Let them out on the highway? Then what? So the question is, when and if there's enough shelters, and there's plenty of money here in California, obviously, will they be forced to get up and leave? And the answer is, the politicians don't want to answer that. I'm sure the ACLU will go crazy, but can you sleep on the streets? Why do we have anti-loitering laws? Vagrancy laws. What's the point? Are they unenforceable? I guess they're unenforceable. Why do we have them on the books in the first place if they're not going to be enforced?
It's a very good point, Larry. There's just no solution. If you cannot force people into a home which the taxpayer has provided, you don't have a solution to the problem. And the ACLU would not let you force anybody to do anything. That's the way life is. Not just in California. We got it in New York City as well. Exactly the same. It's just that the weather here is so lousy, and the weather's good in Los Angeles, so that, they go there. There's no solution, Larry, but look, thanks very much for being on the show today. You are indeed the voice of reason from California. See you again soon.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.